Hi guys, I'm definitely back again. So this is meant to go live at exactly half one. So we're just gonna wait till it's half one and then we will start. Okay? It's Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. I can't believe how quick this week has just gone in. Like it's just flew by quickly. And for me, obviously, is it's been a busy week and then it's gone really quick for me obviously because I'm not currently on placement right now, but I will be on placement maybe in the next 3 or 4 weeks or something. So we're just kind of like doing online studying at home, catching up on stuff to make sure that nothing stops us from finishing up as a nurse come August. So I'm just waiting till it's half one. Right. So it's exactly 1:30. So I'm just going to introduce myself to the new people who are going to be joining us or those who are just hearing about my channel. So I'm Wemi Mo, and I'm also known as That Mama 5. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. And I hope you stay with the family. So obviously, in the height of what has happened recently, obviously you're all aware of the young 22-year-old girl called Bamise Ayonwole, whose life was painfully taken away. And it's just a very, very shocking happening that when the government provides a service, they assured you that the bus service, which is the Lagos BRT, they assured the citizens of Lagos that it's going to be the safest mode of transportation in and within Lagos, only to find out that some people are now using it to go into crime. And when I'm actually happy that Bamishi took the processes she took to ensure that she was able to get the details of the bus she got on, and she was able to like notify families of her whereabouts, so which are like things we should actually know or be aware of if we are going to be traveling on public transport. So I was just on Punch News website this morning, and they've released 10 things you need to be aware to keep yourself safe while you are taking the Lagos BRT bus. Hi, Hiring. Welcome for joining. So these things, ideally, out of the 10 things that Punch newspaper has suggested on you knowing so you will get safe, Bamishe did almost five of these things, and yet they still took her life. But at the same time, I know nowadays people just go on all these gist pages. They don't really like to read. Like Nigerians don't like to read. Even me, I don't like to read. But for the fact that this happened, I've got female children, I've got sisters, I've got cousins, I've got like extended family who are female all over the world. I just want them to be safe. So I can't always keep my eyes on each and every one of them, but I've got this platform and I'm just going to make sure that I'm passing on the information as well so that even if they are not able to go and read Punch newspaper or buy a newspaper to read, if they come across this video, they'll be able to listen. Maybe if they're on their way anywhere, they could listen through their earphone. So the number one thing that has been suggested that you should do to stay safe on Lagos BRT is that you should ask if this vehicle has a CCTV camera, as most of them don't. Well, according to Lagos State Governor, he said to us that not all the Lagos BRTs have CCTV in them. So you can imagine the Lagos State Governor telling us that. So was this information available from the scratch to people that not all the BRT buses have CCTV in them? So that's number one thing to ensure that you are staying safe. Like before you step on that bus, ask the driver, is there a CCTV on this bus? And if you have a phone that can record you asking that question, record yourself while you're asking that question, should in case the driver tells you a lie saying there's a CCTV. So the number two thing to ensure you are staying safe while you're about to get onto the BRT bus is that if the vehicle does not have a CCTV camera, try to know the vehicle's license number. There should be vehicle's registration number, and for the fact that this BRT belongs to the Lagos State government, there should be another second registration number that you can use to identify the number. So if you were to go to the bus terminal and you're looking for that bus, even if they've removed the registration number, the bus service number should be on it. Just like here in the UK, apart from the bus registration number, there's another, like maybe like a number that the depot can easily identify the bus with. So ensure you have a picture of this. Take a picture of it, send it to all your friends. If you have a group on WhatsApp or something, send it to them there so they know that you are on that bus. The number three thing, which I believe is very, very obvious, is this: ensure that you're not the only person. Ensure you're not the only passenger in the vehicle. Make sure that there are other passengers. If you want to embark on a bus and you see there's no other person on the bus, please don't go into that bus. Don't assume, oh, along the way it's going to take more passengers. No. If there are no other passengers on that bus, please don't get on it. Wait. If it means going to go and enter yellow danfo that you know is packed, than entering into a like a bus where there are no passengers. So that's number three thing we have been advised to keep an eye out for when getting on the Lagos BRT bus. Then the number four thing is this: even in a situation whereby there are passengers in the vehicles and not so much, so if there are not a lot of passengers in the vehicle, ensure you are sitting very close to the window. Some people, I don't know why they like sitting at the very back of the bus. Me, if I get on the bus here, it's the seat right behind the driver that I normally sit down, and it has a massive window. That's where I normally sit down. I don't like sitting at the back of the bus because there's no mirror. I mean, there's no window. It's covered up. So if I'm not sitting right behind the driver, I'm sitting on any of the first three seats that has massive windows. So I'm sure these BRT buses are made that way as well. Don't go sit in the back of the bus. Sit, either take the first two, three seats. Either of those two, three seats should be the seat you should be sitting on, so that if anything is going to go crazy, you can take off your shoe. If you are wearing cocoa, take off your shoe and start banging to get attention from the public. So that's number four thing you should be aware of. Then number five thing is this: if you ever feel unsafe while you're on the BRT bus, they said you can make use of the emergency buttons in the vehicle, which connects it to the control room. This one they are saying, I don't trust Nigeria radio system. What guarantees us that a bus that has no camera will have a working emergency button that will link to the control room? They said if you do this, this will allow the officials in the control room to monitor the vehicle's activities. They don't have a camera in the bus and they want to monitor the activities of the vehicle. How are we so sure that the kind of connection they have in the vehicle is capable of doing that? What I would suggest is that in this instance, make sure you are sitting by a window. If you observe anything or you're made to feel uncomfortable at any time, trust your instincts. If the driver is not going to allow you get off, start banging on the window. If it is broad daylight, I'm sure there will be people, or other people, that will ride after that bus. So that's number five thing you should start doing to ensure your safety on the BRT bus. Then the number six thing is this: they said BRT buses do have emergency numbers. I don't know how true that is, but if they do, make sure you have that number on a speed dial on your phone. So if at any time you feel unsafe or your instinct tells you it's not safe for you to be here, put a call out to that emergency number. If according to them, if it's working, that's number 16. You should know, you must know to ensure your safety on the Lagos. In fact, I don't know, I think it's only Lagos that has a BRT bus. So this is to ensure your safety on the bus. Then the number seven thing they've suggested is that if you are traveling at night, ensure that the BRT vehicle has inner lights. This allows other road users to see what's going on inside the bus. So obviously in Bamishe's case, there was no light in this vehicle. She stepped on the vehicle, and I expect that even if this bus was not working, I expect the driver should have at least said to her, "Madam, I know the work, no enter bus, so come down." So obviously, this driver did not do so, and the innocent young girl got onto the bus and she was taken away. So in this instance, they've actually telling us now that if a BRT light is not on, even if you are traveling at night and the BRT's bus is dark, don't even make attempt to approach the vehicle at all. Don't get on it. Don't approach it, talk more getting on the bus. That's number seven thing. You must make sure you know and you are practicing to ensure that you are keeping safe, because it's getting towards time when people are actually going to start voting now. They will do anything. People will do anything and everything for power. And we don't want the lives of our loved ones. We don't want the life of our sisters, our daughters, or our mothers, of our aunties. We don't want their lives to be taken away for the things of the world. So that's the number seven thing you must know to ensure you stay safe on the Lagos BRT bus. And then number eight thing is that ensure you are light at your bus stop and not along the road. Here in the UK, if you're going to a bus stop, if you're on the bus and you want to get off at the next bus stop, you have to press your bell. And when you press your bell, the bus must stop. Even if you change your mind that you don't want to get off from that bus stop, the bus will still stop. Then it's up to you to walk up to them and say, "Oh, sorry, it was a mistake." And we go. The bus will not stop at any, maybe halfway before the bus stop. No. If it is not a bus stop, the bus will not stop. So I expect that the same should be for these BRT buses. So ensure you are getting off at your bus stop, and there should be a thing that you can use to signal, like I said, a bell. Press the bell to let it, so that the driver will know that is the next stop that you are getting off from. So don't drop off along the road. And then object if the driver suggests dropping you by the roadside, as this may be a ploy to expose you to ritualists or armed robbers lurking around the corner. Just as I said, don't say because it's just like 3 minutes before the next stop, let me drop here. No. If the driver encourages you to drop along the road, no, that should be a clear-cut sign for you that something is fishing. If it's not at the bus stop where you want to stop, don't get off. Don't get off 3 meters or 3 miles away. No, it has to be the bus stop you're going. And if the bus driver is starting to play funny, you know what you're supposed to do. That emergency number, get it on speed dial on your phone. Start speed dialing it straight away. Start shouting, you know. And then the number nine thing you have to ensure you do, or you start to do to ensure your safety on the BRT buses, is that ask questions or raise the alarm if the driver decides to play or decide to go through a different route than its designated route. So if you are meant to be taking a straight road to Lekki, and you want to go and be taking corner, be passing inside street, and if you notice that with the driver, start raising awareness, start shouting like, "Oga, now straight road is supposed to pass from Lekki to wherever it's going. Why are you going between streets? Why are you going through roads that I don't know?" So if you observe a driver doing that, please don't keep quiet. Don't say because they want to cut corner to avoid traffic. No. I'm sure you'd rather sit in a traffic for 5 hours and get to where you are going safely than being taken through in-house streets where you don't know, and then you get your life being snuffed off. And then the number 10 thing, which is the last thing, is that if you have informed your relatives of your journey, ensure you let them know when you alight safely. This will not only put their minds at rest, but will also prevent a situation whereby the driver of the vehicle will be wrongly accused. I don't think a driver will be wrongly accused in any way. That one I know, because they said, "T.O. by J. Oh, it could be that if you've not done something wrong, nobody will accuse you wrongly." But it's a good practice that if you are going out at any time, ensure you are sharing your location. I'm sure most of the latest phones nowadays have a kind of like button or some a service on the bus on the phone that will allow you share your location with your friends. As for me, yeah, I've got all that on my phone. Most Android phones have location thingy that will allow you share your location with any member of the family or even your friends. Like, okay, girls or friends, like, see, that's a location button there. You turn it on, so that way your friends and your families are being notified of where you are. And like I said, I know most times you should be able to go out without having the thought that something's going to happen to you, because we have been assured that Lagos is safe. But the way it is, Lagos is not safe, for the fact that the governor came out to say that not all the buses have CCTV cameras in them. That's a shock to me. So I hope this information has been helpful. Please ensure you're keeping safe. We're just in the third month of the year. People will do anything to get rich. And just like Bamishe's elder sister said, they've never taken somebody else's stuff with them, and they've gone on to use our sister for the things of the world. So, in order to ensure that we are not being used for the things of the world, we all want to live long for our children. We don't want to make our parents cry. Ensure these are practices you should always do. And if possible, I think I was on Instagram a few weeks ago and I saw some pages. They are starting to sell pepper spray now. If you can afford it, carry a pepper spray with you. If you can't afford a pepper spray, buy a bottle. I'm sure there are all these spray bottles. Buy it. Put water. If you have atagigun, I'm sure you all know atagigun, red pepper. Put a lot of it inside it, shake it together, and put it in your handbag as a means of safety. I know anybody that pepper enters their eyes, will they have eyes to chase you? That's another means of staying safe. If you can't afford to buy pepper spray, I don't know how much they sell them, but atagigun, it's true, Irene. At least you have that one in your pocket. So make sure you have just like there's this spray bottle. We naturalists we have all these small, small spray bottles that if you want to travel and you are putting your cream, they do some that has like a spray on it. Fill it with water, add lots of atagigun inside of it. And if there's any other thing that that if it gets onto somebody's skin, that person will first of all dance Michael Jackson first before they have your time. So I think that's another thing you can do. Put a lot of atagigun in a bottles in a spray bottle. Shake it very well. Make sure it's in your bag. Irene, you are laughing. Okay, oh. If person will no fit afford pepper spray, nko, because I don't know how much they sell these pepper sprays, but that's like a makeshift DIY that will keep you tied. At least you have that in your pocket. And there's something here in the UK. I remember at one time when I just moved into a multi-story building where I'm living here in the UK. There are men who always come in and out of the building, like they like different men. I don't know where they come from. They're quite young, but obviously because then I was pregnant and I have young kids. And I said to the landlord who would normally come check the house. Here we have, so if you're renting from a landlord, like a bigger landlord, there's like agents who will come. If you have any issues with the house, they will ask, is there any problem? Are you comfortable? So they will come and ask me, and I was like, you know what? I've been seeing lots of people coming in and out of this building, especially my floor, and I'm terrified because I've got young kids and I'm pregnant. So I was given an alarm button. So that alarm button is like a heart shaped button. It looks like a pendant. So I was given it, and this alarm button has like a pull ring. It's like a ring, like a key holder. That's exactly what it looks like. But the key holder part where you put your key, if you pull it, that sound will be going wing, wing, wing. It won't stop until you put that key back in it. So he gave me one of those, and he said I should always have that on me. I don't know if the Lagos State government can make this available to everybody. So if you find yourself to be in danger and you think no matter how you shout here, people won't find you, make sure you have something like that. I wish I brought it here. Let me go see if I can find it. I'll be back in a second. I need to show you guys that pull button I was talking about. I want to go and quickly bring it. I'll be back in a second. Sorry, guys, I'm back. I couldn't find it, but I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. So it's like, see, this is a key holder now. So this part of the key is like heart shape. It could be in any form of shape. So there's this metal that attaches it to the key holder. So once you pull it, it will be shouting, win, win, win. It will keep going like that until you put the metal back in it. So I don't know if there's a way that could be done because nobody will hear that sound. I will not say, what is going on? Let me go and check. So if there's a way you guys can find this, please. In fact, I might even look of ways of even getting this thing for my sisters as well because I've got sisters in Nigeria and I want to ensure they are safe. So that thing, the sound will deafen anybody that is, even if you're like 10 minutes away, they will hear you. It's like when an alarm or those ambulance, when they are whining, that's how they sound, that's how it sounds. So we should all kind of like have something to kind of like draw attention to us if we are in danger. So that's another thing, because the way this world is going on, people don't care anymore. They could do anything. They will do anything to make money. And what they don't understand is that money that you've not worked for is not going to last long. And I so feel bad. I feel so sad for Bamishi's parents. Her mom is a 74-year-old woman, and her dad is an 84-year-old man. No parent prays to be mourning a child at their late stage in life. They should be the stage they are now. They should be sitting and be relaxing and be seeing all of their grandkids and great grandkids. That's all they should be, not mourning or crying. So I just thought, you know what, this is a little bit I could do on my own. That alarm thing that I was talking about, see if I can find a link to where they sell. If I find a link, or if it's available on Amazon, I will try and put it at the bottom of this video later on when it's on my website, on my YouTube page. So if you guys are needing it, try and go it and find it. And if you have anybody abroad who can get it for you, please reach out to them. They might be able to maybe send it in the post, or if they are traveling down, they might be able to bring it down for you. Just make sure you get yourself equipped with something. I know women, we don't all have the power. Some people, they have the power to fight, but no matter how you fight, if you are being faced with 3 or 4 people, there's only little you can do. But try, like I said, that pepper spray. If you can buy the proper pepper spray, buy it. If you can't, do your own DIY one. Get a spray bottle, add pepper, like add atagigun into the spray bottle and carry it in your pocket. And then I've seen something else again, under DIY, a spray bottle. Put a little bit of maybe kerosene into the spray bottle. Make sure it's properly locked. Put it in your bag as a safety. Hi, Bolas Craft TV. Nigeria is becoming dangerous to live in by the day. May the Lord protect all our loved ones back home. Amen. Oh, I was just talking here about making DIY safety kits. Like, if you can't find the alarm system, I was just talking about it, that I was given something like an alarm button that looks like this. So it has a holder like this, and it has like a metal ring that is attaching it. So if you're in danger, all you do is just pull. Like if you want to pull a bomb, you know how they will pull the metal part out of the bomb? That's exactly how that key is. So if you pull that metal out of the key, the alarm will be going, wing, 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 wing. It will be going like that. It won't stop until you put the metal back in. So I have one here, but I don't know where I kept it. And like I was saying, I will try and look online if it's available on eBay or on Amazon, and put the link under this video under my channel. So if there's anybody in Nigeria, try and direct them there to click on that link. If they can't afford to buy the normal pepper spray, at least something that will keep going to draw attention to them if they find themselves in any danger. Irene said, I think the pepper is fine. Well, pepper is fine, but just something to, like, to just let them off you. If you spray that kind of pepper into their eyes, Atagigun, and buy correct Atagigun from my 12 or K2, or even vinegar in a spray bottle, it can help. Exactly. At least something is in your handbag. So if anybody waka anyhow towards you, just make sure you have something like that in your pocket and spray. Like if it's possible, do it in maybe two medium size spray bottles like that in your bag. So if the Lagos state government are saying they're not going to protect us, you need to look for other ways of doing it. And like I said, all those tips they've asked us to keep an eye on. Most importantly, if you're traveling late at night, or if you know you're going to be running late, share your location with your family, your friends. If you are getting on a bus, take a picture of the registration number. That's very, very important. And even as you are getting on, be taking the picture of the driver as well. Like, okay, mommy, daddy, Sisi Lagbaja, Auntie Lagbaja, this is the bus I'm getting on. This is the registration number. This is the bus depot registration number. This is the picture of the driver. As I'm coming into the bus, I've taken the picture of the driver. In fact, let the driver be looking at you that, why are you taking my picture? If the driver doesn't have any hidden agenda, he won't be querying why you've got his picture, So when you're getting on, take your picture of the driver, send it to your family. This is the bus I'm getting. I've taken the bus from so depot, and I'm going there. In 10 minutes or in 15 minutes time, if I don't text you, or if I don't call you people to say I am out of the bus, raise the alarm. We need to start doing that. If your journey is meant to take 20 minutes and in an hour or 2 hours, you've not called your parents or you've not called your friends back, let your friends start raising alarm. Let them start raising alarm. Share your location as well. Don't say because of data. All of us, so Tatafo will be sitting on Gist Lover, everything. If you're on the bus, ensure your data is on. Share your location with your friends and your families. When you arrive safely at where you are going, then you can let them know that, oh, I've arrived at where I'm going. Oh, I am safe. And then you can turn off your data, or you can use your data to do whatever you want to do. So these are the things I believe that we should start doing now, start instilling in it with our children. I remember when I schooled in Lagos and my school was in Maryland. I would leave Shangisha. I don't know if you guys know Shangisha Magodo. It takes two buses from me to get from Shangisha to Maryland. Then I don't think it's even that safe anymore now to be allowing female children or children to travel that distance to their secondary school. Even in my own case, I will leave home at 7 o'clock. Oh, and I still won't get to school until half eight. I will be late and they will still punish me on top of the fact that I'm coming to school despite the distance. So if I leave from Shangisha, I will take a bus from Shangisha to K2, and from K2 we will need to take Ojota Maryland. Or not those stupid buses. They won't call Maryland straight away because they want to double charge us. They will say Ojota, Ojota, and you don't want to run late. You will jump onto that Ojota bus because you know that Jota bus is going to Maryland anyways. And when eventually you've already paid for Jota, if you now get to Jota, they will now start calling Maryland, 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 Maryland. So the joint that you're meant to pay one fare for, they've taken two fares from you. So you can imagine, I don't think Lagos is, with the way, when I was schooling in Lagos, I don't think Lagos is that safe anymore now that I would want my children to school far away from home. So I just thought I would come here and just share these things that I know our people, we don't like reading. But I'm sure if it's YouTube, we want to hear that for people who listen. So share this information with your loved ones. And if there's anything here as well that you can, if you're in the abroad, if there's anything you can do to ensure their safety, please do it. Life is is something we should cherish. It's not something we should be drastically taken away from people. So in this case, I'm using this opportunity to sympathize with the family of Bamise, the kind of death that girl suffered. You can't, even your worst enemy, you don't want to wish that on them. That girl suffered a great deal of violence. And even as I am talking to you now, before I came on live, another video, I saw another post of a man, a comedian, allegedly been abusing his wife, and this woman died with a stillborn baby. I was thinking of bringing that story, but I just can't process it. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna let that pass. But this young girl, she's only 22. She is an aspiring fashion designer. She's doing well, and her life has been taken away. And this information on how to stay safe on BRC, be everybody go get motor for Lagos. We can't all drive a car. And because we can't say because we can't all drive a car, we should not go to our places of work. We are going to depend on the public transport, which I believe is our right as a citizen to have such services available for us. Even here in the UK, people who drive the latest cars, you see them, they'll park their cars on the roadside and they will jump on the bus, because using public services is something you can't always avoid. It's fun. It's fun. I mean, I love at times when I'm tired of driving, I love getting on the public, especially the train. The train is quick, like something that would take me 45 minutes on the bus. If I jump on the train, 15 minutes, I'm where I want to go to. And it's up to me to decide if I want to take the car or take the train. So public transport is something we should be able to get on without the fear for our lives. And I believe that all of these politicians who are behind all the services in Lagos, they travel abroad as well. They see how all these services are put in place. They see how all this safety are being put in place. So they should start ensuring those things are in place as well. Yes, they do. I think they call it park and ride. So there's a certain train station. They will just park all their cars. At times in the morning when I just arrive UK, I'll be looking at them like, how can you drive that big car and you're jumping on the train with all of us? But as I've been here for a very long time and I've seen the way it is and I've seen the idea behind it, so I do it as well. I do it as well. If I know I'm going for lectures in the morning, if my lecture is 9 o'clock in the morning, it will be very expensive for me to take the train before 9 o'clock. Because before 9 o'clock in the morning, if I take the train, it will cost me £7. But if I've got a lecture in the morning and I'm like, I don't want to spend £7 on the train ticket, I'll take the car because it's quicker for me. Because if I leave home, I'll normally leave home around 7:45 and then I'll go through the extra. So that way I can justify the reason why I'm taking the car because I've got a class 9 o'clock. The cost I'm going to pay, if I put that money by petrol, it's going to make sense. So I'll take the car. But if I just want to go into town or if I want to go for an appointment, rather than taking the car, I'll just jump on the train, And then by that time that I'm going for an appointment, I know that the cost of getting on the train is not as expensive. So, I just thought I would come here and share those 10 tips on staying safe in Lagos. And if say you get mind, if you carry bang bang bang. I don't want to talk too much. if you know you want to do that, make sure you go through the proper process of getting one that is licensed. You know, I don't know if Nigerians are there, but I'm sure the big men in Nigeria are using that kind of things. But if you know you have the mind, if you know you can afford it, but me coming here is not for the people in power, it's for middle and lower class citizens on how they can protect themselves. So young girls, young moms, all these things, try and put them into place. Okay. And I think I'm just gonna go now before I start speaking out of the box. And thank you so much to everybody who has come here to join this live. I hope you're able to take one or two information away from what I've said and share with your loved ones, share with your subscribers, share it on your platform. This video, I'm going to share it to my Facebook as well, because I know there are some other young children as well that I'm actually keep an eye on in Nigeria, and I want them to be safe. So my prayer as a parent is that we will not mourn our children. None of our children will forcefully taken from us. God has given us these children for us to be guardians over them. And for the fact that God has made us to be guardians over them, He will continue to bless us with that knowledge. He will continue to give us that wisdom to be able to ensure that we place them in the right path and they will grow up to become better citizens. So that's my prayer for every mother out there. And I hope you all stay safe wherever you are. And I've got an upload coming up after this one. So don't forget to check my channel and keep supporting your wee Glaswegian mom. And I hope to catch up with you guys later. Thanks, Irene, for coming. Thank you, Bolas Craft TV, for coming. I really appreciate you both. And I pray that I pray that the shoes of mourning will never be dropped in the presence of our door in the mighty name of Jesus. So have a beautiful and blessed weekend wherever you are. And I hope to see you guys later. Bye.